Judge Kolar, am I saying your name right?
Yes, Senator.
Okay. Will you allow your personal beliefs to affect your judgment on the bench?
No, Senator.
Do you have personal beliefs?
Senator, I have personal beliefs like anyone, and I certainly understand the issues that the country is facing. I try very hard because of the fact that both as a reservist and as a sitting federal judge, I have to act within a chain of command, and specifically as a judge, only decide issues after I've been presented arguments by the party to reserve.
You were in the Navy?
Yes, Senator.
Do you think the Navy is systemically racist?
Senator, I've served with people in the Navy from all different backgrounds.
Yes, sir. But as an institution, do you think the Navy is systemically racist?
I think our armed forces were one of the first institutions in this country that were desegregated and allowed for people from all backgrounds to serve their country and better their lives. I don't necessarily understand what that term means to everyone, but I don't.
I think it's a pretty straightforward.
I don't think today the Navy I'm serving in is systemically racist.
Okay.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Hot News Today. If you're new here, I dive into the biggest political showdowns and uncensored hearings. Today we've got a wild Judiciary Committee hearing. Senator John Kennedy puts the heat on two of President Biden's judicial nominees. What starts as routine questioning turns into a masterclass in political pressure. Let's break it down.
Judge, our second judge, will you allow your personal beliefs to interfere with your judgment on the bench?
No, Senator.
And do you have personal beliefs?
Yes, Senator.
I'm glad to hear that both of you have personal beliefs. You've thought about the world. Judge, do you think minorities need special help to achieve?
Senator, I think as a country, we have come a long way. There are certain issues that the Supreme Court just decided last term on a case of affirmative action that dealt with this issue.
Yes, sir, I'm familiar with the case. Do you believe that minorities in America need special help to succeed?
Senator, I think all people should deserve equal opportunity to succeed.
Okay. Do you believe minorities need special help to succeed?
Senator, again, I think based upon a person's background and their community they come from and what hardships they face, I hope that all persons in this country who work hard have an opportunity to succeed.
Right off the bat, Senator Kennedy goes in on the core question. Will you allow your personal beliefs to affect your judgment on the bench? Both judges, almost in sync, respond, "No, Senator, I will not." Kennedy pushes further. Do you have personal beliefs? Yes, Senator, but Kennedy's point is deeper. Can these judges set aside ideology under pressure? Their calm tone says one thing, but their long-winded answers say another. Next, Kennedy hits a controversial nerve. Do you think the Navy is systemically racist? Judge Kolar, a Navy reservist, responds, "Senator, the Navy I serve in today is not systemically racist. It was one of the first institutions to desegregate." That's the kind of answer Kennedy's looking for. The "do minorities need help?" dilemma. This is where it gets tense. Kennedy asks, do minorities in America today need special help to succeed? The judges dodge. They talk about the Supreme Court, fairness, individual backgrounds. But Kennedy's not buying it. Just answer yes or no. And when the answer doesn't come, I think by not answering it, you answered it. It's an awkward moment. You can feel the frustration from Kennedy and anyone watching.
You either believe that minorities need special help to succeed or you don't. Is there a reason you won't answer my question?
Well, Senator, again, my answer is persons from all communities. I would also note, of course, there are certain issues when you say minorities.
You're not going to answer it, are you?
Well, like race, that has been
Okay, let's move on. I think by not answering it, you have answered it, but...
Gender, biology, and more deflections. Kennedy pivots again. Is sex a biological reality or a social construct? Hesitation. Legal nuance, future court cases, no clear opinion. Kennedy gets fed up. Tough questions on the bench. I'm disappointed. That line hits different.
Judge, do you think that a person's sex is a biological reality, or do you think it's a social construct?
certainly is a biological reality of sex assigned at birth, but
Right.
there are, as you're well aware, issues that are before the courts, both in district courts and appellate courts.
Let me ask you, I can tell you're reluctant to answer it. And these are tough questions, but I want to know what you think. I'm entitled to know what you think, I think, before you vote. Do you think judge minorities in America today need special help to succeed?
Senator, I
Do you
think
think
that,
that's a complicated question?
Senator, I think it's a question that the Supreme Court, as you just
Yeah, but I'm just
indicated,
asking you what you believe.
So with the Supreme Court, and that's
Yes, sir, but
Yes,
what do you believe? I know what the Supreme Court has said. What do you believe?
I believe that if I am presented with an argument that there is an affirmative action program.
What
or
about
any
you
type of-
personally?
or any type
What about
of
you
program.
personally, not on the bench? We stipulated that you're not going to allow your personal judgment to affect your decisions on the bench, and I believe you. Do you think minorities need special help to succeed in America today? That's a pretty basic question.
I think that question, Senator, is one that the courts will struggle with after.
I'm way over. I just can't believe neither one of you gentlemen will answer my question.